So I am here. I have my cup of coffee and just wanted to chat with everybody and see what you're up to. Coffee is my favorite part of the day, so I'm pretty happy. Here is my diamond painting I'm still working on. It takes me quite a while to get them done. I usually put them down and then don't pick them back up for months. So I'm doing this live so I can keep myself accountable and keep doing it. So what am I going to do? Age is 13. How is everybody doing today? Do you have any plans? I decided to do this earlier in the day. I usually do it about 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time because I work during the day usually, and obviously today's Saturday. I just wanted to give it a go and see, if more people stop on at this time. Plus, I have some stuff that I'm doing later on today. I'm going to be going out to a market and seeing what's there. I love markets and all the farmers markets in the summer. I'll be back in just a second. I need to switch that fan. There we go. I have dry eye, so if I get air on my face, it makes my eyes water. So, the funny story, I went on a date last year, it was last summer, and we were outside, and I got dry eye. Well, the guy was asking me about my ex-husband and stuff, and with dry eye, your eyes start watering. So he's talking to me about my ex-husband, and my eyes start watering, so it looks like I'm crying, but I'm actually not. It's just dry eye. Hi, how are you doing, Raj Kumara? I hope I said your name proper. Where are you from? How are you doing this Saturday? And what time is it there? It is 10:44 in the morning here. I am on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. My name is Cindy, and my channel is about simple living, just slow living, enjoying life, no drama, no chaos, just enjoying a peaceful existence. It's good here, 11:30 p.m. Whereabouts are you from? I'm just doing a diamond painting here. I will show you. Oh, you can't really see the picture, so I'll hold it up here. I love the beach, so I chose to do this one here. I'm just having my coffee and thought that I'd come on and do a live. I'm trying to do more lives and build up a community and, get to know people. You were from India. That's awesome. And what do you do in India? Do you work, or what kind of fun things do you do? Does anybody that's on, do you do crafts? Do you have hobbies? What do you enjoy doing? I love to get to know people and make new friendships. That's what this channel is about, just living a slow, simple life, calm and peaceful, and finding people who are in that same mindset and want to become friends and just build a community together. You are from Belgium, Melalert. Sorry, I'm bad with the names. It's hard to pronounce sometimes, so I'm sorry about that. What time is it in Belgium? If you missed, I am from British Columbia, Canada. Fun things like play piano, chess, Karaman, PlayStation games, etc. What is Carom? Carrom. I'm not sure what that is. I've never heard of it, so I'd really like to hear about that. 1945. So you're in the evening as well. Thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate it. If anybody's on and they're into a simple life and just living a calm life, having some calm chats and whatnot, make sure you subscribe. Oh, it's just a game. Okay, I had no idea. I'll look it up actually later because I like to do games as well. I love games that you have your character and you build them. Games that maybe you have gear and whatnot on your character and you build your character up. I like things that you can see accomplishments with. So I'll look that game up and see what it is. I have met so many absolutely amazing people online through gaming. It's a lot of fun, and there's so many different people out there that do game. So that is a lot of fun to do different games. I know, like my son, he will game, and my grandson will play with him. It's not his child, it's his nephew. So they'll play together. I think that's so cool. When my kids were younger, probably 10 to 12, I would play games with them online too. And it was so much fun as a parent, and all of the other kids used to think that was so cool that somebody's mom would come in and play with them. So I really like that as well. It's it's a lot of fun to have people to play with when you're doing games. Are there any other gamers out there, crafters, anybody that likes the outdoors? I like to do paddleboarding. I have a little chihuahua. Thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate that. Make sure to subscribe if you're into a slow living life, or if you like little dogs. I have a chihuahua. He's a Pomchi, and we go paddleboarding with my daughter. We do a lot of outside activities. Today we're going to a farmer's market. I love farmer's markets. I do crafting, and as I was saying earlier, I like to do gaming and stuff like that. Right now, I'm trying to do things that are more offline, so becoming more intentional with my time and just, doing crafting, reading, things like that. I have 2 books coming today. They're on slow living, so I'm excited about those. It's slow living is something that I'm just learning about as I'm trying to regulate my nervous system, and practicing slow living really helps with that. So I'm really excited about these books coming today, and then I can sit down and start reading them. So if anybody's on and they are gaming, what kind of games do you like to play? Are they like what I like, and building up characters um, and like just sort of building games, or do you like, there's just so many different types. It's amazing how many games are out there and how many new ones come. Sorry if you can hear that. Um, my first job was I babysat, and then my first actual job when I got out on my own was in sales. How about you, Montauk? What was your first job that you did? Right now, I live in uh, British Columbia, and I work for the British Columbia government, and I work in finance. I absolutely love my job. We have an amazing team. A paper route? That's great. Actually, you know what? That is amazing that you said that, because um, I used to work for a paper company. newspaper company, and I was the person that all the people that had paper routes, they would, I was their manager. So I had probably, I think it was about 400 people that used to work for me. And, I'd help them set it up and then sort of train them how to do it. And if there was any difficulties or whatnot, then they would um, email me or come in or whatever. So paper routes, those are good to start. Um, and have a reference that you're reliable and whatnot. So that is a good first job. And my son actually did that when he was younger. I wasn't the circulation manager at the time, but he did paper routes, and I used to go with him and whatnot and help him do his routes. I've done paper routes myself. It's amazing exercise, and some people think, oh, it's just a newspaper, but these people really rely on them. I had one lady who she couldn't get out, so she used the paper to get her groceries sent. So she needed the flyers. So I would get up really, really early and go over to her place with the paper to make sure that she had it um, because she couldn't get um, her groceries unless she had those flyers. She was on a limited income, so she needed the sales and whatnot. So I would do that on my own time because I just felt really bad for the lady. And you did it on your bicycle. Now, are you just going along and throwing them? Or are you actually getting off of your bike and taking them up to the um, houses? Or how are you doing that? And do you have what we call a circulation manager who you work under and who you can talk to if you have difficulties? Or sometimes people would not feel safe in certain areas, or where people asked them to put the paper, they didn't feel safe. So I would make arrangements with the person and just say, I'm not sending one of my um, one of my carriers to put the paper where you would like it because I'm feeling kind of unsafe. And it was always the safety first for all of the carriers. It had to be safety first. You can't just make people go and do paper routes and not have safety. That's not proper. Whereabouts are you that you're doing newspapers? Hello and welcome for anybody that is new. Welcome back for anybody that has been here before. Say hi in the comments. If you like um, slow living, calm type of things, content, then this is definitely the space for you. Please subscribe, and we can build a community here of like-minded people. Hi, how are you doing? So I'm just sitting here doing my diamond painting, chatting. I have my coffee here, so just having my coffee. My pup is over there sleeping. I am great. Thank you so much for asking. I'm glad you're doing well. You were saying that it's evening where you're at. What are you doing this evening? You watching TV? Are you out and about? I like to get to know people, where they're from and whatnot. It's kind of fascinating to be able to sit here and talk to somebody who's in other parts of the world. That was one part of the gaming that I really like, is I meet people from all over the place. I slept in the afternoon, so not feeling sleepy. Ah, yes, naps can kind of wreck your sleep pattern for sure. Hello and welcome. It's nice to see you here. I hope your day is going well or your evening. Things are going great here. I try to go live every day. Thank you so much for the like. I really appreciate it. I usually go live during the evening time, but I'm doing it today because I have plans this afternoon and I'm not sure what time we're coming back. So I'm just sitting here. When I do my lives, I just sit here and do my diamond painting. And yeah, so I've just got this part done. I'm working from the bottom up so I don't get it all mucky. Hello, Green Man Com. How are you doing? Where are you from? I appreciate you commenting. Thank you so much. So I thought I would come on at a different time today and just see how it goes. I've just started doing lives. I just started doing lives recently. I was doing product lives, but I'm just starting doing them for community building, as I'd love to build a community of like-minded people who are in the slow living space, who do crafts, gaming, love the outdoors, love coffee. I love coffee. I could talk about coffee all day. And pets. I have a Pomchi. He's 2 years old. His name is Bruce. I call him Brew. He's all over my channel here. There's all sorts of things about him. He's over there having a sleep. It's pretty hot here today. So he's kind of tired. The heat makes him tired. So what are you up to today, Green Man? Is it daytime or evening time where you're at? I hope my fan isn't too loud. I'm trying this microphone. It's supposed to cancel out some of the noise, so I'm hoping that it does. I live in a very noisy area, so I want to try to make the sound as good as I can. So hopefully it's not too noisy. So you put a dog there. Do you have a poodle? That's a cute picture of a emoji of a poodle. I've never seen that one before. I'm also a animal lover. I love cats and dogs. As a matter of fact, we went for it's called a cat walk. They have cats a certain area in town and they bring the cats out or have them in the windows and you can just walk up and down the streets and see the different cats, which is kind of cool. We did that a couple of weeks ago on the weekend. We had a bunch of vendors there selling all sorts of different crafts and stuff. Today I think we're going to go and do a market, a summer market. I absolutely love summer markets. Does anybody else like them? I like all of the fresh fruit products and the different crafts and stuff that people do. I think that's really cool. For anybody that's just come on, I'm just working on my diamond painting here and having my coffee and just having a chat, getting to know people. I have a Pomchi, so he's a little dog. He's part Pomeranian and part Chihuahua. His name is Bruce, and I call him Brew. He's over in his crate right now having a nap. He's tired. It's pretty hot here, so the animals are kind of tired out. It's nice to see so many people on. If you are into slow living, crafts, outdoors, coffee, that kind of thing, make sure to hit subscribe, follow along on our journey with Bruce. He makes an appearance quite often. So if you like dogs, make sure to subscribe because he does all sorts of silly things and I post about it. There's actually a short that I just uploaded this morning, and it's of our chat last night, and he was up giving me kisses. He's a little cutie pie, that Bruce. He's so tired he's not even looking at me when I'm saying his name. Brew. Oh, now he just looked. Does anybody else have pets? Do you have a cat or a dog? Is anybody else on right now? Are you creators or are you YouTube scrollers? You like checking out YouTube videos? I'd love to hear about you, hear about anything that you're willing to share. I know it can be kind of intimidating to use the chat, so if you don't want to, that's fine. That's not a problem. So I'm just trying to do lives a little bit more and, get used to being online, live in front of people. Hi, Jason. How are you doing? Thank you so much for stopping on, and thank you for commenting. I really appreciate that. Thank you, whoever did the like. I really appreciate that. We're getting quite a few likes here. That's always nice. Shows that things are resonating. Whereabouts are you from, Jason? If anybody has any suggestions for future chats on what to talk about, I usually just ramble about everything, but I would love to have ideas on, mainstreaming the chat so it's something. I'm great. Thank you so much for asking. I'd love to have chat ideas to mainstream it so chats can be. I'm not sure what zip code that is. Is that in the United States or I don't know. Yeah, so I'd like to have different chat conversations going. If anybody has any suggestions, make sure to drop them in the comments, please. I really appreciate that. I usually come on for maybe an hour and just chat and do my craft. Just trying to meet new people and build a community. So if this is resonating with you, I would love it if you subscribed and we can chat some more. As I said earlier, I'm just trying different times of the day, see what works best. I do work during the week, so I can't come on while I'm working, obviously. So during the week, I usually go on at night. This coming week, though, I do have a vacation for the week, and I'll be staying home, but I'm really happy that, oh no, that's not very good. What type of work were you doing? It always feels like a huge rejection when you get fired, but another way to look at it is there's probably something better out there for you. So, maybe the place that you were working in just isn't meant for you, and you'll find something better. I'll sub. So there are people that have just hopped on. I'm just showing you my diamond painting that I'm doing here. And I just like, come on, chat, do my, um, oh, you filed a lawsuit against your hospital. Did you file the lawsuit because they fired you? So as I was saying, I just come on, I do my crafts. Last night I was doing a little bit on my journal. I'm starting to do junk journaling. I am doing this here. You're very welcome, Jason. I hope that things work out for you and the situation resolves. So I'm just doing my diamond painting here, and just chat with you guys. Thank you very much. I'm doing this one because I love the beach. I live on an island, so us islanders love the beach, nature, and what I'm going to do is I am redoing my bedroom this summer, and I am going to be doing all different art projects and stuff and framing them and putting them up on my wall in my bedroom. I think it'll be a nice way to wake up and see things that I've actually done myself. Um, these things take quite a while. I mean, I've been doing this for 3 or 4 days, and I have only up to here. So I have all of this still to do. Thank you so much. Make sure to subscribe if you like the live stream, and if you are a creator, let me know and I will subscribe back. It would be fun to meet other creators. I really don't know any. I do have some that I really enjoy watching, um, to help grow on YouTube, and how do we get community, as YouTube feels like it's a little bit harder than any other one. It's so much easier on TikTok or Instagram or Facebook to build connections and friendships. On YouTube, it feels like a totally different ball game. Um, but that's fine. I'm up for the challenge. I'm here, and I want to build a nice community of like-minded people, people that just like to live a non-dramatic life and slow living, and just, enjoying calmness rather than all of the negativity and all of that kind of stuff that it's just not my thing anymore. I used to have friends that drank a lot, and it just felt dramatic constantly. So I've had to reevaluate all of my friendships and end quite a few of them. I think the most painful one was I had a friend for over 50 years, and I had to thank you so much, Jason. I really appreciate that. Um, I had to end that friendship because it wasn't healthy for me. And I find that it's harder now to make friendships than I did when I was younger. I don't go out a lot. I usually just go out on weekends. I don't go out during the week usually. So it is, harder to make friendships and build connections. My plan is in about 6 years from now, I'm going to be retiring. And what I want to do is go traveling across Canada. So what I'm hoping is to meet some, Canadians and, um, meet them along my travels. So that would be really nice. And, you know, meet people who know about Canada, who know about different spots, where to go, what not to miss, like things that are must-sees in Canada. So that is part of the reason why I started this channel was, just to meet people and get to know different people. I think that everybody has their own story, and we can learn so much from every person. And, there's some people out there that need encouragement and empowerment. And that's something that I love to do is, root people on when they're in a low point in their life, or when they're at a high point of their life and they, um, are sharing something that's really amazing in their life. It makes me excited for them because I just really like seeing people succeeding and, um, feeling good about themselves. I had went through a life of, a lot of negativity and stuff. And so I've been healing and doing a lot of work on myself. And I like to share that story so I can help others understand that, if you're in situations that you don't like, that you don't need to do that. I mean, I came out of a situation, and when I moved into this place, I had basically nothing. So it is possible to leave something that's not healthy for you and make it and, come out of it and um, be healthier and just a better person and believe in yourself and see your worth. That's the main thing in life, is seeing your worth so you don't put up with other people's bullshit, basically. Make streams like when you travel. Yeah, I won't be traveling for about 6 years, but I will be doing that. That was part of the reason I did this, was because I want to show my travels, show where I have been, and how things are going. On my channel, I'm always real and raw, and everything is not edited. If I do any editing, it's not really editing. I'm not taking out mistakes or anything like that. I am showing, my real personality, being authentic, and I'll put text in or sounds or music or something, but I won't edit out my mistakes. What you see is what you get. That's it. I love the real, raw, authentic type of things. Being a Gen X, this seems to be the style. And, I think it helps people see real people, and having, if I talk to you and say something, it's real. It's not some sort of AI stuff. AI is taking over the world, it seems. And it's nice to see actual real people And that's what I want to do, is just be real and authentic and, um, you know, meet different people. I see there's a few people on. If you just are tuning in recently, I am Cindy and I live on Vancouver Island in British Columbia, Canada. And I work for my provincial government. I do finance. I love my job. And I have a huge dream to eventually travel across Canada, which is going to take um, a lot of money to do that, obviously. And with my income, my daytime income, it's not going to provide me the lifestyle that I want. So I am trying YouTube and a few other things to create multiple incomes. So, yeah, that's how this started. I had started it in 2024 and I had went in one direction. It got a bit heavy. It was just a really heavy topic. So I took a step back from YouTube. I took a step back from Facebook. I didn't really post on there that much. And then I came back and restarted everything. And now it feels very authentic and it really aligns with me as a person. So that's great. I really enjoy doing YouTube. I enjoy meeting people. I love to hear about people's, where they're from, what kind of things, different cultures do things differently. And I love to learn about that and see, um, what other people do in life. Here we do, because I'm on an island, we do a lot of exploring different places, different beaches, paddleboarding, going to lakes, going to the ocean. Um, what else do we do? Farmers markets in the summertime, and in wintertime we go to craft markets and craft fairs and stuff like that. It's a very, how can I put it, down to earth kind of place to live. This summer, I am planning on doing a bunch of canning and pickling and doing jams and stuff like that. What I would like to do is do like big fancy sort of like boxes with a whole bunch of canning and homemade stuff for my kids for Christmas, um, along with their usual Christmas present. And do things for, figure out things to do for my grandkids. So I have 3 children who are all grown up, they're on their own, and I have 4 grandkids, and they are absolutely amazing. It's fun to sit and watch them and, just sit quietly and watch each one of them and their personalities, and it's a lot of fun. So, what are you up to today? Are you looking for a new job, Jason, or are you taking a break for a little bit? Sometimes it's nice to, if you can afford to just, take a month or so off and just sort of reset and, get through that. It is hard when you get fired. That's not easy for sure. It feels like such a huge rejection. But like I said before, there's always something better around the corner. When I got my job, I thought really in depth about what I wanted. So what I wanted was an office job, something that I worked in finance because I used to be a bookkeeper, so I really like it. I wanted to work good hours. I wanted to start in the morning and finish before 5 p.m. I wanted to have at least a flex day every 2 weeks. I wanted to be on a smaller team, not a huge one. So everything that I wanted, I got, but more. I got flex days every week. We work longer hours, 4 days a week. Hi, how are you doing, Asarudin? I hope I said that right. You're from Bangladesh? What time is it in Bangladesh? I'm going to take a break for a couple of months. That's really nice. Sometimes we need that just to, reset and, just figure things out. Maybe what you were in, maybe that's, maybe something in those couple of months that you're taking off, maybe something else will come to mind. Maybe you'll figure something else out. Life surprises us that way. Um, I mean, if you told me 5 years ago that I'd have a YouTube channel, absolutely not. I would have told you you're absolutely crazy because I've been shy all of my life. I uh, didn't like being in front of a camera. I didn't like, being in front of people talking. And now it doesn't bother me. I come on and it's just, you know, it's nothing anymore. It's just, I'm talking to people. And I noticed before when I first started doing the lives, I'd be watching the clock and being like, oh my gosh, there's only like a minute's gone by, like, and stressing about it. Now that I'm doing it and getting out of that, it's like, wow, 42 minutes have went by and I'm not stressed at all. It's um, it's nice to get through hard things in life and to overcome them. So I'm hoping for you, Jason, that you overcome these obstacles in your life and that the 2 months that you take off is going to be really beneficial for you. Yeah, being introverted is hard. Um, for me, I had to build my own self-esteem. I had to understand that I took on so many people's, they're talking, and I took that on myself, and I was mirroring that and talking to my own self that way as well. So I really have had to stop doing that. I had to understand my self-worth and that I'm worthy, that I can do hard things, and it's really, really helped. Healing and overcoming adversities in life is so worth it. I've been on a healing journey for the last 2 years, well, just about 2 years, and if you knew me before compared to now, you wouldn't you wouldn't recognize the person. I have friends that I have had for so many years, and they're like, "Wow, Cindy, you have absolutely come out of yourself, and you're like a totally different person." And it is so nice to hear that because it shows me that the work that I have been doing on myself is actually sticking. I'm not falling back into those um, patterns, and I'm not allowing people's negativity and stuff to get to me. So in doing that, it's helping me to come out more and not be as introverted. Even going out in public, I used to be, really shy and didn't want to talk to people. Now, if I see somebody and, um, I like their dress or their shoes or whatever, I'll say something because I'm really wanting to grow into a better person and not allow the being introverted to hold me back because I know I have so much potential to become this different person, but I have to put in the effort. Not everybody is into self-growth and all of that, but for me, it's what I had to do. Like it's just as simple as that. According to after the break, I might get my job back. That would be nice. At least then you're going back to something familiar. You know what you're doing and you don't have to do retraining for something else, which makes it so much easier. If that's what you want, I'll send out some good vibes your way and hopefully you get it back. Yeah, hopefully you do then. If that's the job you want, then hopefully it works. But then at least you get some time off to, get through it. It must be emotional and whatnot, having gone through all of that and having to still go through it with your attorney and whatnot. Um, Things like that are stressful. I mean, we all need to live, and it's not like expenses are getting any cheaper these days. So we need to work and pay for our way in life, and that's hard if you don't have a job. It's very stressful. So I hope it all works out for you. I hope you keep me updated on what's going on with that. I see some new people on. How are you doing? I hope you're having an amazing day. If you feel comfortable saying hi, say hi. If not, that's fine too. If you're interested in simple living and crafts and stuff like that, I'd love it if you subscribed. I also love the outdoors, beaches, pets. I have a little dog named Bruce. I call him Brew. He's over there sleeping. He's a good little boy, that Bruce. Okay, so I think I'll do about 10 minutes more and then that will be it for today. I think I'll do L, which is 16. I find when I talk too long, my throat starts getting sore. So I just got these ones out. Pretty color. I'll do this little tray and then it will be time to start getting ready. I need to have something to eat. And I'm not sure what to have for breakfast yet. Haven't had breakfast. You can hear the sirens. Sorry about that. I live in a very busy neighborhood. Yeah, definitely. Yes, it is. I was. Yeah, I bet you were panicked. It is quite shocking. And I'm glad that now you have the break. That's very helpful to have a little bit of time just to relax and rest. I think I need some more. What I do is I have this. Yes, they are. So this has a hole in it, and you just put some of this wax stuff in there. If you don't have the wax in, it won't pick up the little beads. I think they're called drills. So you fill that up, and then go like that, and then it picks them up. They are very tiny, and when you're doing this, they usually get all over the house. So I'm constantly vacuuming between these little drills and the pet hair from Bruce. I do a lot of vacuuming. So what are you up to the rest of your day or evening there, Jason? Do you have any plans? Something I like to do in the evenings is watch different series. I love things with a bunch of seasons, so if anybody has any information on good shows to watch, I usually watch Prime. So I use Prime or Hayu, things like that. I like things that take a few weeks at least to watch through all the different episodes and series and stuff like that. I usually do crafts as I'm watching TV. And to play with Brew, because he likes to fetch things. He absolutely loves it. Hello, I see another person on. How are you doing today? What are you up to? I'm just finishing up this tray before I go and get something to eat, as we will be going out in probably about an hour and a half. Oh, the driving range next nearby. That should be funny. Oh, this needs more of this. My daughter and I took the dog and we went mini golfing a few weeks ago. That was interesting. I'm not great at it, so I was going for high score instead of low score. So my daughter kicked my butt on that one. It was fun, though. I hadn't been since, I don't know, probably 30 plus years. So it's nice to just go. Yeah, Prime is sort of like Netflix. It is part of Amazon. And it's sort of like an umbrella for a whole bunch of different streaming. So they have like City TV, Hayu, all sorts of different streaming platforms underneath the Amazon Prime umbrella. So I really like that one because there's just so many things to pick from. I know with Netflix it can be sort of get through it and there's really not much to watch after a while. So I gave that up and do Prime now. What's the weather like there, Jason? Is it warm? Feels quite hot here already. I was out this morning with Brew and talking to one of the neighbors, and it was pretty warm out. Yeah, mini golfing's pretty fun. I need more practice though. Going once every 30 years is not enough practice. And I had the dog with us, so it was a little bit more difficult with him. But he got spoiled. He got treats there. And they have a driving range right next door. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, Amazon Prime. Amazon is one of my favorite things in life. I love that I can just order stuff online and get it sent, especially if it's heavy stuff. They really knew what they were doing when they figured out that business plan. Very convenient. Do you watch many movies or shows? If so, what types? I like a lot of reality TV. So many of the reality stars have like multiple different shows they're on, so it's kind of nice to follow the different shows. Right, I'm just about finished here. Not really sure what I should have for breakfast this morning. It's actually almost lunch. Maybe I should have lunch instead. Maybe I'll have some potato salad. I've been addicted to potato salad this year. I've made 3 of them so far, and it's not even summer yet. And I want to eat something before I go out, so I'm not tempted to be spending money when I'm out. So I think at the farmer's market there's going to be a lot of baked goods and all sorts of yummy stuff. Probably food trucks or good food anyway. The last one we went to had lineups. It was just crazy. Everybody wanting in on the food. I used to Ah, you're in South Korea. Were you born in Georgia or did you move there from somewhere else? Okay, I'm just finishing up here. I've got a few more and then it's time to get going and have some food. Oh, now you're awake. I talked about food and you woke up, silly puppy. Yeah, I know you. I know what you're trying to do. You want Mama to share food when she's got some, don't you? Just hold on 1 minute and then I'll bring you up here. Then you could say goodbye to the peoples, yeah. It's so nice that Mama made some friends today and had some nice chats. Okay, that's it. Yeah, reality TV is pretty fun. Come here. Yeah, that's it. You come over here. Let's see. Whoops. Here we go. This is Bruce. He's camera shy most of the time. There we go. You're going to say bye-bye to the people and we can go have something to eat? Oh, nice. Yeah, I'm on Vancouver Island and it's nice here. So it was really nice chatting with you. And I hope to see you again on another live stream. Keep me posted on your job situation. I'd love to hear about that. And enjoy your time at the driving range. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.